Hey everybody, and welcome to our first Trebuchet video. If you might have guessed by the title and the fact that you're here, Trebuchet works. Right now we're just gonna do some test firing, get the whole, make sure the sling works and all. Put 100 pounds of weight in the end of it. It's about half our full weight. I need more slack. Get our firing practices down, and then next video we will have the actual firing of it. What am I doing? Here we cheated a little bit. Instead of building a winch, I just went out and took one out of my shed. So there's a little bit of modern in here, a little bit of medieval. Best of both worlds. Got the truck parked a safe distance away. All right. First step is to crank her. Came off our hook there. Ow. Now I see why all the other trebuchets have their winch on the front, but oh well. Our trigger. A little slingy here. Alright, let's get a crappy rock. Let's go with this little tiny piece of, it's like crushed concrete. I don't know what that's doing here. Get our little buddy nice and snug there. Alright, I figured out the winch off camera. Alright, it's a lot harder to do when it's got weight on it. The stakes are higher. Come on. Get up there, you stubborn little... There we go. Alright, well, it's enough to get it off anyway. Alright. Set that off to the side. Hook up our sling. Hopefully the rope doesn't snap and kill us. And... we are ready to go. All right, here we go with the 100-pound test. It's still not. All right, well, that was considerably more forceful than the first time. Looks like we just got into the water. So that makes it about a 35-yard throw. Looks like I'm having trouble with my release. I think it's releasing too late. All right, for take two, I'm putting my pin a little bit closer towards the end. I'm gonna see if that makes any difference. No, apparently not. Pretty much put that rock right on top of the other one. So at least we're consistently bad. All right, so for the third test, I shortened up the size of the sling a little bit. I was wondering if that might be the issue. Let's find out. Well, it released earlier, but it went pretty much straight up in the air. Huh. And even shorter than the other ones.
At the bottom. It never released at all.
I know.
See, you can't get it off that nut. That thing would have took off flying, but it's not gonna do it.
I think I might need to do is turn it the other way. Get it so I'm pulling.
It's not gonna make a difference. It's the nut, the head of that's what's holding you. That's why you gotta hook it up so that it don't.
Alright, go ahead.
Hey, we have water! Oh, almost made it to the other side. Hey, that worked good that time.
Yeah, just needed more weight.
Yeah.
This is the giant rock test to see how much the sling can handle. That's a big old splash. Here we go, a further shaved arm firing. Oh. I'm slightly retarded. I forgot to let go of the winch. There we go. All right. Reattach that. Reattach that. All right, now we're ready. It's not optimal, but I think it's the best we're going to be able to get. After shaving some more off of the beam, we're going to see how it throws now with normal rock. That one went about 80 yards. So I think that's about as good as we are going to see with this. This is for our walking tour of the Trebuchet. The adjustments I made here, I had to extend the platform a little bit. I've been trying to continually shave the arm down, try to make it lighter. I guess it's worked. And over here we got our rocks. Got some nice river rock here. This is our patron pile. Hopefully they fly better than the other ones have. And we'll have the real Trebuchet video soon. Hey everybody. Doing our last step before shooting. And it's ranging. Gotta get our ranges here. Oops. Not without the rangefinder, we're not. Come here. Alright, so here looks like our farthest rock. "62 yards. I think this is our farthest. And we got one more over here. A golf ball. You know, I want to see how far it'll throw that. Probably not far at all, but what the hell. All right. So from water's edge, we've got about, let's see, 30 yards. Really, that's all they were throwing? I thought it was farther than that. All right, so if we get it out of the water, it's more than 30. If we get it to this log here, it's 55. Really didn't work that effectively. Neil used stick ground with stick. It's not very effective. You know, throughout all this, I was hoping they'd be getting at least past the first telephone pole, and we're only like halfway there. It's all been kind of disappointing, to be honest. If only I was more of an engineer. If only. So ideally we want to be getting them all in the bushes. That's 60 yards, 65. When does spray paint nowadays smell like strawberries? Or is that just me? Maybe I'm the crazy one. So edge of the water is 70 yards. All right, so I guess I was a little overly optimistic with my range predictions. These are the bigger rocks. I've got smaller rocks for the actual chute itself, so hopefully they do a little bit better. That's what I'm hoping. The one bright side is that at least it's very consistent. You know, I've got a pretty good pattern here. If I was doing this with a bow, I would be very pleased. Then I would know how to adjust my sight and become more accurate. But since I'm building something I really have no clue what I'm doing with, I'm kind of lost. Come on, Mindy. We're going home. Disappointed in our engineering skills. All right, so my work site is a mess. I think that'll about do it. I don't want to keep shooting this thing because the extra weight puts a lot of strain on the box. I'm actually really worried about that. I've tried to brace it as well as I can, but pulling down all that weight with this come along, it puts all the pressure back on the pin, and so it tries to pull its way out of the frame, which kind of worries me. But I think we're gonna be okay. Fingers crossed, prayers said, and hoping for the best. Until next time.